Hallo miteinander, I'm Gash86 and this is Super Fever Dream Simulator 1990, also known as Snake, Rattle and Roll. Last time we had something that can't be considered much more than a mere warm-up, and level 4 is also not starting off too badly. We are once again confronted with the enemies from level 3. They are called the Crazy Seats, and they are soul-given toilet seats. We do with them what we do with most enemies, we lick them. This game, I swear it's giving children really bad ideas. Apart from these familiar faces, there are also new things in this level. For example, the pincushion enemy that we've just seen. And here he is again. But there are also fake lives now. Sometimes the Bigfoot may drop one instead of a real one. I couldn't really figure out what it depends on what the Bigfoot drops, so I guess this time we were just lucky. This speed up looks mighty useful, but it might have been a mistake to pick up. First death of the LP, huge spoiler, it's not gonna be the last one. When we died, you might have noticed something. You respawn very close to where you kick the bucket in this game, and that seems very forgiving, right? Might make you doubt that this game is really all that hard. It really is that hard. Really, it achieves this difficulty simply by its mischievous level design. It's gonna get beyond nightmarish, trust me on that. This bonus level is not nightmarish at all. The pibble splats that are present in this level may seem annoying at first because they squish themselves on the ground and you can't grab them when they do. But there is a small time frame where you can just eat them from the stand, no jumping required. So it's really not much of a problem. Well, we had a bit of a blunder there, sorry about that, but that's a tough jump to make, honestly. If you mess it up, it doesn't punish you outright, but you may get yourself killed on the way back, so it's no good. Will our second attempt at this jump be more successful? Nope, no luck there. We're just gonna have to try again. When we actually make it up there this century, we will be greeted by falling anvils. These can be very frustrating because they'll squish you as an instant death, and you lose all of your segments on top of that. Sounds like a huge problem at first, but there's actually a way to activate the scales even if you don't have the necessary segments, by guiding a golden anvil onto them. That's a really cool secret, honestly. One level down, many more to go. The next one has always felt very charming and exotic to me, and you will see why in a second. Wait for it. There, magic carpets. These guys have auditioned years later in Disney's Aladdin and have all been rejected. Why? Because they have the spirit of murder inside of them. Yes, they will get anyone killed somehow who dares set foot on them. These things are trolls. Imagine had they actually made it into that movie. It would have been a new fantastic point of view for Aladdin as a human pancake. Now you've already briefly seen what kind of pibblies are on the menu this time. The pibble bats. Yes, they have gone airborne now, adding even more cheapness to the whole thing. Even worse, I don't think there are any bonus rooms around where we could collect them with ease. In fact, I don't think there are any more bonus rooms in the game, period. They just kind of die out at this point. All we can really do in this situation is visiting the dispensers and grabbing a few here and there. No other way. We've got another 2 fake extra lives on this little island, but also a real one. It's so annoying that they're giving you bombs instead of extra lives. The bombs aren't the only anti-power-up you can find in this game. We've also stumbled upon this item a few times before. That's a confusion pickup. If you grab this, just let go of your controller, don't do anything. What this does is it mixes up your controls and not just once, but constantly reassigns the buttons. If you move around while it's still active, prepare to get yourself killed. So we're making really good progress now, the bell is already in sight, but there's still another Bigfoot on Rampage. When fighting this one, you'll notice that it behaves differently from the rest. You can't stun it as easily. The Bigfoots will get stronger as the game goes on. Later on, they will barely be slowed down by our tongue anymore. As for this one, it's history. There's still another dark, very horrifying secret about these Bigfoot that I haven't told you yet. It's not them tasting like cheese, nope, it's worse. All in due time, all in due time. And that didn't go so well. Usually I don't have much trouble with this part, emphasis on usually. The trick is to jump a split second after you've seen the carpet go blinking, because if you're too twitchy like I was, you'll come down too early, it'll still be gone, and you'll land in the nothingness. Man, what a spot to put a confusion icon on. Really, I can't stress it enough. Drop the controller, maybe take the world's quickest whiz, don't do anything until you know it's run out. Magic, huh? Well, that's not even a grade of quality anymore, that is just a random word. What's next? Laser? Explosion? Lawnmower, maybe? Whatever. So, we've just arrived at level 6, and judging from the music, stakes seem to be getting higher. It sounds really creepy. The tracks in Snake Rattle and Roll are arrangements of 60s dance music, at least the majority of them. I'm not sure if this is one of them, because honestly, this is not the kind of tune that will pull you towards the dance floor. It's gonna make you hide under your bed instead. Despite the scary music, this level is more bark than bite. Honestly, it's easier than level 5 to me, and also a lot more fun because it has two very interesting things. First of all, there are no pibblies here. The exit is already open, and you just have to avoid 1,000 violent deaths on the way there. You can already tell that things are different here because the one segment that we have is blinking. The end of your tail blinking signalizes that you have enough weight to end the level. Usually that happens at 4 or 5 segments in most levels, not here. The second thing that I appreciate so much about this level has to do with this part. There's an evil gate hurling bells after us, and we were very lucky not to get squashed there, really. Sometimes, however, this gate will spit out a fishtail instead of a bell. This is a special item exclusive to this level, we've just picked it up. It'll help us go up this waterfall, but not without making us look really stupid in the process. It's amazing. We were very fortunate to get the fishtail so quickly. In the past, I've often had to wait for it, sometimes up to a whole minute, and I would do so on a safe spot on the very top right, the platform not adjacent to any water. Alright, we're on the home stretch now, but there's still another Bigfoot roaming around. My advice for this guy, ignore him completely. There's really no terrain to fight him on. We jump past one more snake dozer and we're in the clear. We have made it through level 6 and therefore reached the halfway point of the game. Just for the sake of saying it, there are 11 levels total in Snake Rattle and Roll, and with how fast we're advancing, I think it's time to show off another warp zone, this time in level 3 again. This one is very tricky to get. You have to use a wind-up key to make the second jump here, and even with that, it is devilishly difficult. Once you've made it all the way up the hill, you'll be transported to level 5. Whoopee, you skip exactly one level. Honestly, if you feel the need to skip level 4, you're not gonna see the end of this game. Level 4 is nothing compared to what awaits us, but so far we're doing pretty well. We have the maximum amount of lives where we are, but things can still go terribly wrong. I'm Gash86, this was Snake Rattle and Roll, and next time things might go terribly wrong. Bis bald!